She slapped me in the mouth in the bathroom during her own wedding. You already know this is about to be some premium Bridezilla energy. Hi friends, this is your favorite talking potato, digging through Reddit weirdest Bridezilla stories so you don't have to. Grab your snack, hydrate your emotional support plant, and let's dive into this chaos. She slapped me in the mouth in the restroom during the reception. She had this massive blowing explosion of organza as a skirt. It was beautiful but utterly impractical design. It took at least 3 of us to hold up her skirt so she could pee. She had been drinking on an empty stomach, and on the second trip to the restroom with all of us holding this dress up while she hovered drunkenly over a toilet she couldn't see, she ordered me to wipe her. Ordered me to clean her twat of urine. I declined. She slapped me. The skirt was dropped by all parties while I shouted obscenity at her. She screamed that if I don't do this for her, the friendship was over. Over! She tried to apologize years later but seemed surprised when I was not interested in rekindling our friendship. And she put an obligatory edit. She said, "We were friends in college, by no means best friend. Wiping up a drunk best friend is an honor and duty." Okay, I am so glad she dipped out of that friendship for real, man. But is wiping people even normal in friendship? I've never done that for anybody. Oh my god, I'm just imagining all of them trying to hold her skirt in the bathroom. But seriously, how did people back in the days, how did they use the bathroom with this massive hoop skirts? Was there a system? Was there like a pulley or a team of trained professionals? Because even in modern time, where improvising was like some bridesmaid and a prayer in the bathroom, but that's crazy. Okay, but seriously, I have to go and look at it now. I have to search. How did they even use the bathroom? My sister-in-law asked her bridesmaid, me included, to gain 5 to 10 kilos to make her look better in comparison. I just can't understand. My sister-in-law is crazy. None of us did it, especially as she outweighed the heaviest of us by 20 kilos. Anyways, so I doubt it would have made her look any different. She was super serious and threatened to replace all of us if we didn't. But my ESO talked her down. We all have like insecurities, but this is kind of wild. If you need everyone else to dim their light for you to feel good, you've got some inner work to do. We need to fix our own insecurities, and we shouldn't be making it into everyone else's problem. At least that's my take. Anyways, thanks for coming for my TikTok. Okay, let's go to the third story. My best friend's coworker is getting married later this year, and oh man, this girl got some problems. She's very religious and pure, which if that's your thing, fine, whatever. However, she told my friend last week that she didn't want anyone at the wedding who was born out of a wedlock, which include my friend, who is the daughter of a teen mom. Oof. Love thy neighbor unless they are born out of wedlock. Then totally just screw them. They can go straight to hell, said Jesus. Like, never. I mean seriously, how does that even make sense theologically? If you're gonna make weird moral rules, at least make them consistent. Like, shouldn't the ban apply to the people who had the kids out of the wedlock, not the literal babies who have nothing to do with that? Anyways, good luck enforcing that law. What's she gonna do? Have people bring the birth certificate to the reception and be like, "Sorry, Sarah, we can't let you in. Your parents were a little spicy." I'm a dude, but this was just too terrible not to share. My girlfriend was a bridesmaid for her friend a few years ago. The bride was 2 hours late to her own rehearsal. This was very aggravating for all the professional staff at the church who were required to be there, It was equally aggravating to the restaurant staff who were expecting a large party at 7:30 that didn't show up until 9:30 at the place that closed at 10. They refused to serve us any alcohol as a result, and I think her dad had to end up paying big fee for the incurred overtime and lost businesses from renting the place out but leaving it empty on a Friday night. And then, when I saw things couldn't get any worse, she was 19 minutes late for her own wedding because she was getting her hair done. All the wedding party, priest, etc., standing there right on time. A full church, everyone is waiting. After 30 minutes, those standing up decided to sit down and they announced that the bird would be there shortly. Children crying, people fretting. At least 20 people got out and left. I wanted to and would have if it weren't for friends of mine. She finally arrived, get scolded at the wedding by the planner, the priest, her parents, everyone. She doesn't even apologize, just interrupt everyone trying to talk to her and say, "Excuse me, but this is my wedding, I need my hair to be perfect." So for my own wedding, I never did a rehearsal. It was a very small wedding, but it still took me half a day to get ready. But I made an account for that time, so I didn't waste anybody's stuff. I mean, stuff happened, it's a big day, but the thing is, being hours late for your own rehearsal, that's not right. That's just tough on everyone who is involved. And the poor servers and the staff definitely didn't deserve all of that. They're just trying to do their job and now they're stuck waiting for someone who didn't manage their time when they should be making money. That's not fair. Man, I get it. Weddings are emotional, stressful, and everyone wants things to be perfect. But at some point, it's about respecting the people who showed up for you. They took their time out of their life to celebrate your day. Anyways, what do you guys think? Was she overwhelmed or is she crossing the line? Let me know in the comment, and if you got your own wild wedding stories, I need to hear all about them. If you enjoyed surviving this round of Bridezilla madness, make sure to like this video and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And check out my other video on a Bridezilla story. This one have a bride who banned her sister's wheelchair from her wedding. I wish I was joking. Remember, love is patient, love is kind, but apparently not when there is a wedding dress involved. Bye!